Hello. Today I want to talk to you about stopping when something isn't working. Now, it seems to be human nature that when we try something and it doesn't work, that we try and convince ourselves that it's supposed to work, that it will work if we just keep doing it over and over again. We don't want to lose what we have invested in making it work. And this came to mind the other day when I was talking to a good friend of mine who was trying intermittent fasting. Now, she had tried it for about 2 months and had followed the instructions, and 2 months would give her a nice amount of data points. So I was speaking to her and I said, "How's that working for you?" And she said, "Oh, it's fine. It's working fine. It's working well." And I said, "And how much weight have you lost?" Because that's why she was doing it. She was doing it to lose weight. And she said, "Oh, actually, I haven't lost any weight." And I said, "Oh, okay. And what benefits have you gotten from it?" And she said, "Well, it really hasn't benefited me, but, I'm going to keep doing it." And I said, "Well, why are you going to keep doing it if you're not losing weight and you're not seeing other benefits?" And she said, "Well, I figure I'm doing it wrong." And I kind of looked at her and I thought, "Really? But you're following the instructions." I know her. She would definitely be following the instructions. She's doing things right. So why would she keep doing something that's not working for her? Why? Because she's invested 2 months and she doesn't want to be wrong about it because we don't like being wrong about it. Now, that is a very small thing. And of course, this gets amplified when we're talking about big things. For me, it was career. It was career. And I had to completely shut down, essentially, my productivity before I finally realized, oh, maybe this isn't what I should be doing anymore. Maybe I should try something else. Things weren't working for me. And yet I didn't want to stop because I invested so much in it. And I know a lot of people feel this way about marriage. And I have to say, before I married, I was much more anti-divorce than I am now. And that doesn't mean that I want to divorce my husband. But what it means is that now that I'm married, I understand the intimacy of the relationship and the intensity of the relationship. And if that relationship is not good, how unbearable it would be for it to be bad. But for so many of us, if you've made vows before God and your community, vows that you continued, vows that you planned to keep for the rest of your life, in order to break that, you have to be willing to see yourself as someone who is able to break a vow, someone who is able to walk away from a relationship. And that's before we start talking about children or finances or families or anything else involved in the relationship. That is just your thought on what it means to make a promise. So the next time, the way we can exercise this muscle is focus on the small things. So the next time you have a small thing that you're unsure about, that you think, "I'm not sure this is working," you don't have to stop and walk away. You can stop and take a breath. You can stop and consult your inner guidance. You can stop and look at the results you're getting. You can make an analysis. You can think about it. You can do all of these things. But what doesn't make sense is to just keep going and going and going and think that things are going to get better if you don't change anything, because that's not the way it works. Something has to shift. Your energy can shift. You can start acting in different ways. There's a lot of different things that can change, but something has to change for you to get different results. So think about that the next time you have something small that you seem stuck in and that you can't get away from. Exercise that muscle, and that way when the big things come up, you'll be ready and eager and available to make that decision. Thanks so much.